Hey guys, today's Monday, and since our thing is like do whatever you want, this week I'm going to review the movie Platoon, which I just watched with my mother and father last night. And by the way, I'm just sitting in Robin's room because I'm too lazy to move, because she had to go to class. Anyways, so the Platoon is about, the Vietnam War, Americans in the Vietnam War specifically, and it follows these group of guys who, well, it follows, like, the main character is, he's a replacement, and so he comes in, and he's, like, doesn't really fit in because everyone else has been there for a while, and he still has, like, all of his days left. But then he, like, kind of, like, makes friends, I guess. I don't know. Hold on, I'm just trying to find questions. Alright, that we had read before. So, yeah, it was pretty good. It was surprisingly good. For me, a really important part of a war movie is just like downtime talking, which Black Hawk Down didn't have, but Platoon had a lot of because it wasn't really about the Americans fighting the North Vietnamese. It was mainly about the Americans like having like a civil war in between their units and how there was like no authority and how like everything was just falling apart and it was like terrible. But I enjoyed it. It was good in a terrible way. Yeah, the acting was pretty good. Charlie Sheen was in it. He was like the main character, Chris Taylor. Dale Dye was in it, so that was really fun to see. Let's see. Some of the acting was like obviously the smaller parts were like questionable acting, but I liked a lot of the acting. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, one person did say dude once, which was a little bit like, it pulls you out of the movie, because I'm pretty sure they didn't say dude during the Vietnam War, but yeah, I thought it was pretty historically accurate, and I thought the acting was pretty good. I was actually impressed by the acting. Honestly, I wasn't expecting much from this movie, so I was happily proven wrong. I think, would I watch it again? That's a good question. Sorry, I'm like shaking my legs, so the computer's shaking. Let's see. Would I watch it again? Maybe? I think I would watch it again if, I don't know, if I was more interested in the Vietnam War, I would, but because the Vietnam War isn't really where my interests lie, I don't think I would watch it again. I would instead watch another movie about World War I or World War II. Yeah, the main character, Chris, he had, I think his transition was, like, pretty good. They, like, portrayed it pretty well. He goes from, like, this really green replacement to someone who got sucked into all the crap that was going on. He got sucked into, like, he, like, chose a side. There was, like, a civil war, so, like, there was the people who were, like, beating, and raping and shooting just, like, random civilian, like, North Vietnamese civilians, and then there was, or South, I'm not sure if they were in the South Vietnam or North Vietnam, but they were, doing terrible things to the Vietnamese citizens, like women and children, and then there was the other side who didn't think that that should be happening, and Chris was on the good side. So yeah, and he like became this hard soldier, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, now let's see. So yeah, I liked it. I would recommend it because it's interesting watching a movie where like what I guess one of the reasons why I liked it so much is that the American soldiers aren't glorified, which happens a lot in war movies. Because there was no like glorifying moments of the Vietnam War. It was all just bad things. So yeah. Yeah, so I would recommend it. I hope yeah, I'm not gonna edit this at all because I have exams coming up this Wednesday and Thursday, and I just worked for like 3 hours on my history, and I still have so much more to do for my history because I just did the first steps of my history where I write down all of my answers and then I have to copy multiple times so I have it memorized. Yay! Exams! But then I'm done, so that's a plus. Yeah, see you guys next week. Bye.